Hello, hello, everyone. Hope everyone's okay out there. It is hot and sticky here in Southern California. So I hope everyone's doing well. This is Lynda from icrafter, and I'm going to chat a little bit while I'm waiting for people to come on. I will. Oh, well, thank you so much for being here. I know it's really early. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for joining. I was just wanted to say thanks, especially to Will across the pond, for joining us. You're 8 hours different, I think. So, oh, Amanda, thank you. And I saw Amanda yesterday on Corin's with. That was funny. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but Micah looked like he had a pretty good lead when I last saw it. So, so I'm just going to chat a little bit. I am working on a whole bunch of projects here. At the end of every month, it gets really crazy. Hi, Jane. Nice to see you here, Jane. 1 a.m. Let's give a shout out to Will for staying up this late or early, since it's in the morning. It's tomorrow there, basically. Anyway, I have been working like crazy. I have to get... Oh, I'm glad, man. I'm glad he's proud of his card. But end of the month, every month is time to prepare for the next launch. So the website needs a whole bunch of new projects and new posting and everything, and it's just absolutely insane at the end of the month for me. It's fun, but it's insane. So just want to say I'm a little bit, oh, hi, Rachel. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you being here. Okay, well, when you say you have a show to do, you mean in your regular morning, because this is night for you, so I don't know. Hi, Jen. I don't know if, I guess, will you do it during regular your time hours? So I just want to thank you so much for joining us at this crazy hour for you. So let me go ahead and get started. Oh, Jane watched Amanda and Micah too. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna give you I'm just gonna start jumping in because, oh, okay, in the afternoon. Sorry, I feel like Doug from Up, that squirrel. I love seeing your comments, so it's like I jump around a bit. I apologize. It's also just me trying to So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to show what we're making. I'm going to switch the camera down and I'm going to show what we're making, and I'm going to, obviously I'm going to make it with everyone. So let me get this situated down here. And this is just a partial because obviously we're going to make more. So let's, wait, there. Okay, so what this is our, paper orb 3D. So you can see they're balls and they're round and they're made of paper, which I absolutely love that. But I added tassels and I'm going to keep making more of these, so it'll become a like a bunting to decorate, and it is going to be obviously longer than this, but I love this the paper orb 3D. Let me show you real quick a few things that have been done with it. This is the original project that was done for it. It is for originally for a Christmas idea. So you can see it's really sturdy, and then it comes with this die to make a tassel. So and there's little decorative pieces. And you will see, here's the die itself. You cut these strips, you need 3 strips for each orb. Some have holes so that you can hang it. You can see you can hang these. And then some are solid, so if you want to, you could cut, you know, one or two or three with the holes, or if you make it all solid, you make a like a ball that you could toss around. I envisioned it originally when I was designing it that they're really simple to make. So you could make a whole bunch of these. And again, my image or idea for this was snowballs for children to play with, because you can make this out of paper and toss it at someone and it won't hurt anybody. So I just pictured it as a snowball fight in the house. That's me though. Anyway, here's the packaging for it, the Paper Orb 3D. And it, like I said, it comes with the tassel piece, it comes with the shape to make the strips, and then two decorative pieces. One fills in the solid, and one fills in for the holes. So let me show you real quick. What I did is I found red striped paper and blue star papers, and well, you are so funny. It's like, I love showing you stuff because it's like you brighten up when you hear about this stuff. Well, we might be able to talk Will into doing some more guest spots with us. I'm just saying. Anyway, so you can see I have two of them that have holes in them and two that are solid. When I made these, I mixed and matched. I didn't really pay attention to, the only thing I did do was make sure that each set of three that makes one ball had at least one with holes in it. Some had two, some had one. And I did this with fairly lightweight paper. It's a one-sided, printed one side, and I wouldn't even call it cardstock. It is a much, much thinner paper, but it was the exact look that I was looking for. So let me show you how to make this. So, see, maybe we could see it better. Can you see it? Okay, see the little arcs here and here, and the little arcs here and here. So what we do is we're going to start just folding it so that the best way I could say is not forcing that fold, not forcing these curved folds, but suggesting to the die or to the paper where you want the curves to go. Okay, so you just kind of go around and you do that, and then on one side, and let me show you the die. On one side you also have an edge here, and there's another crease line across there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a short tab. So you want to do all of these as little gentle folds, and you want to do that tab, and you do that to all of your pieces. And remember, 3 pieces make up one orb, so you cut as many of these as you want. I used 2 sheets of the red stripe and 2 sheets of the blue stripes. Yes, 2 sheets of the blue stripes, but what I did was I also made cut the tassels out of the blue paper. So the red I used more for the orbs, and then the blue I used half for the orbs and half for the tassels, if that makes sense. So you need, hi Roberta! That is so cute. So yes, so you need, again, to make, let's see, how many will I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To make 8 orbs, you need 2 full sheets, 2 12 by 12 sheets of, in this case, red stripes, and 2, if you want to make tassels, 2 sheets of the blue stripes, blue stars. So, okay. So again, just for everyone joining us, hi Beth! Everyone joining us, this is what I'm making. Let me show again. I'm making a, it's going to be a 3D bunting for decorating. And the die itself, after you cut it, you get 2 of these strips. There's a gentle curve on that the die creates. You want to just fold those down gently, and then you have a tab up here. And I did this one already. Okay, so I'm going to make one from scratch, and I'll show you how that looks. So on this tab here, I'm just going to apply some adhesive. And this is just PVA glue, liquid adhesive. And I'm going to get it all over me because that's what I do. I don't know if Will, are you serious? Would you want to be a guest designer? No. Okay, someday we gotta meet in person, Will, because he sounds so funny. Can you show the die next to your folds? Okay, so let me see, because this is backwards, if that makes sense. So this is actually on this side. So you can see where the curves. Oh, Will, yes, yes, yes. Yay. So you can see where the curves are, and that's what it cuts, and there's the holes, and this is a solid one, and you can see, obviously, there's no holes. Now, if you wanted to do, when you cut the third one, usually you cut a whole bunch at a time, but if you want to do just one more that was solid, you only need to put a piece of paper on this side. The other thing too, this is almost, hold on, almost exactly just under 3 inches wide. So if you cut your paper 6 inches wide and you move it, when you die cut it, you cut it right near the edge, you could get 2 full strips, or 4 strips. You could cut this twice on a 6-inch strip if you're really careful and you're very frugal with your little side seams, if that makes sense. So right now I did one that I closed up, and I'm going to do this one also. I'm just going to close this one up. So okay, so now I have 2 loops. Okay, now let me move this aside right now. So what you're going to do with the 2 loops is just put them one inside the other. Okay, fairly simple. Still doesn't hold it together though. So before you glue this one shut, you take this and you're going to weave it. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, see the opening here? We're going to go in here and come out. Okay, so this is the most tricky part. So now you're holding it. Let me get that there. Yes, you could. Well, you can do a variation. One strip with the hole. You always need it. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. If you're going to make just a solid ball, and I don't have a solid ball here, but if you're going to make a solid ball, you don't need any holes in it, then you could cut all 3 pieces solid, okay? If you're going to string it together, you know, like we did here, you're going to need at least 1 with holes. Now, some of these, here's a good example. This one has holes. You can see there's a hole there, but there's also a hole here, there. So you can see that I used 2 strips that had holes. Now, the nice thing about that is if you were going to hang it this way, you could actually hang something down from this end, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So you could string it along, but then you could also hang your tassels from here if you want. That would be a case when you would use 2 strips with holes and 1 solid. It really is just kind of like however you choose to use it. I made a lot of variations with it, so you can, play with it. Okay. So let me get back to this. So I'm weaving it through. So I had the 2 circles kind of crisscrossing each other, and now I drop that through the opening there. Okay. Now, when you come up here, you want to make sure you're outside of this edge. You come in, and you come out again. Okay? Does that make sense? You could kind of see it from the side there. So now you're holding everything together. It's like it's like weaving in a three-dimensional way. So now you want to close this off so it holds it all together. Okay. So you just do it. Okay. So you just seal that off. It's okay, Will. You can just jump in anytime. I do get distracted and I don't mind it. This is the fun part. Ask questions. That's that. Okay. Hey, Will. Love your accent. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I have a California accent, I've been told by the English people. So, but I love the English accent. I'm not sure where you are, what part of England you're from, so I'm not sure about, I'm actually tone deaf to the English accent now, living with an Englishman, so I can't tell it apart. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, no. So now what you can see, it's all kind of mishmashed. I don't know, let's see, I'm going to bring this up close. Can you see that some of the circle parts or the curved pieces are buried under, some are crooked on here? So what the next part you want to do is to adjust this so that the curves are exposed, that the parts, especially the seam, this is the seam where you just glued, are hidden away underneath another part, you know, the other edge. So you just kind of start making it go in, rotate it around. It's just kind of a game of, okay, see, so this one's seam is directly under here now. So now you can see you have the half circles there. The only one I haven't done yet is this one, and you will see which direction am I going to go. It's kind of easier to find the shortest section, but direction that you go. Okay, so now I have all three sides kind of woven through. The curves are all facing up. Wait, you're South London. My boyfriend's actually a London lad, Cockney. So, huh. And you have a strange accent. So South London, is that a Cockney accent? Or is East London Cockney? I don't know. I digress. If I see a squirrel go by, I'll know I'm really lost here. Anyway, sorry people. It's Will's fault. He's making me chat English stuff. Anyway, okay, so now I have the curves all facing out here. What I'm going to do, here's another thing that you can do before I digress here. While you have it still accessed inside, you can actually put things inside. If you have a stronger one, I have some bells in this one. So before you glued up that last piece, you could actually stick little things in here, like you could do it like an advent calendar, little candies in there. This was more of a Christmas one, so yes, Roberta, shiny objects, I'm lost. But you could put little things inside, so it is sort of a advent calendar kind of thing. I haven't put anything in here. This paper is a little thin to actually hold a lot of stuff, but it is the paper that I found that had the thing. So, okay, so no shiny objects. No one put any shiny objects in front of me until I finish this part. Okay. Anyway, so now you have the curves there. All you have to do, because you've already suggested to the paper where to curve in, you just start pinching. Now you can do it in any way you want. I just kind of go opposite sides, and you just gently pinch it in, right? And you go this way, you go, so you have each color has its own, you know, two sides to pinch in, and you pinch in, so you can see it's all going this way, and this is the last one. So you can see where it creates the ball. Cool cat toy, yes. Like I said, can't you see these as in all fair? You could do this. You could do this in like printer paper, so it's not that expensive, and just make a whole bunch for a indoor snowball fight in the wintertime. I honestly would have loved to have had these. I don't know, maybe I was just deprived coming from Southern California. We never had snow. So that's the basis of the ball. Okay? So, next thing, let me do one more just in case because well, okay, let me just do one more, just real quick here, because I want to I left two as samples to do. You could just see, it just goes by really fast. One side has this little tab, and again, you could see why just suggesting to the paper the simple curve ends up working really, really well later on. The other thing I envisioned this for was Christmas ornaments. Can you imagine doing this in bright, shiny cardstock? And you could do something really pretty for your tree if you wanted to. Okay. Wedding decorations. Yes. Hi, Margie! Thank you for joining us. And Roberta, that is a great idea for a wedding decoration. So, I'm going to just finish this one off. And again, I don't see, there. Okay, so again, I'm going to do two of them. And you just kind of glue these things together. So you have two circles. You just insert one into the other. And then with the third one, you don't glue it yet, but you can see where you're going to, I'm going to turn this bit so that the seam is already kind of in place, hidden behind this. You insert it. This is like the weaving part. Okay, you bring that up in there. And now you want to, this is great. This is the part where it would be easy to drop in any candies or bells or anything in there. So at this stage, let me put it that way, this is a perfect point. You just drop in any goodies and then you keep going and you can seal it up. Until you do the folds, it's not completely sealed, but it holds well enough that most things will stay in there. Okay, so I'm going to glue this last one, and just because I'm going to make sure that the edges are fairly straight. Okay, so this, like I said, this is the baby shower. That's good. Oh, Beth, that's a great idea. Lots of decorating options, yes. Yes. There are so many things you could do with this. For Christmas, I did a glass bowl full of these with treats in them, and let people, grab some, and they could either use it for decorations later, or there were treats inside, so they could have some little goodies. So again, let's see if the best way I could show it. Okay, so you can see there's a little curve there, and the curve is here. So you want those facing out on each side, and then you just, because the paper's already once folded that way, it's just an easy little pinch, and you just kind of go all the way around. It's actually quite easy to make, and it's very satisfying when it's all done and you have this sphere, basically an orb. So, and you just kind of do a final pinch through it to make sure they're all crisp. So, okay, so that's that part. Next thing I'm going to show you is the other die, which I don't have out, or do I? Hold on. No, I don't. Okay. Oh, so let me show you this and this die. These are the pieces that can add extra, like I was saying, the little extra pieces like here. This is the solid silver part, is this die. It creates anything for there, and then this one creates a solid piece if you want to redecorate or decorate multicolor on your orb. And then this piece is the piece that creates the tassel. So what I did was I cut, I decided after playing with this paper, because it was so thin, is I cut 4 pieces from this. And it is on the thinner, like I said, thinner paper. So you just cut 4 of these, and then just at the top here, you put a little dab of glue, and you stick them together so you have 4 across. Thicker cardstock, like I think this one is 3 in there. It all depends. I like the look of 4. So then I have my eye grip tweezers. Just kind of hold it like in the corner there, and you start rolling. Okay, so you just roll it up. Now, if you just kind of pinch it back and forth, it opens up, and you could use these, you could add a little bit of adhesive and make the tassel. But what I did, and I will do a little crafty confession here, I'm pretty sure somewhere in my stash I have red and white baker's twine. Could not find that to save myself. So I had to use just plain white twine because every color I had just clashed, and it's not really pretty twine. It's just kind of more of a twine. So bear with me. I apologize. This is just regular, I don't know, some kind of crafty twine. I know I bought it at the craft store. So what you can do is take the string, I'll call it twine, just humor me here, and I just went through one of these side holes. The next one I want to do is, take it through another side hole. So I'm just connecting, going to tie these 2 together. That makes sense? Nothing fancy. I'm doing it about, I'm trying to keep the distance between them fairly tight and fairly consistent. So, oh, the tool, the tweezers, yes. These are the eye grip tweezers, and they are reverse tweezers. So they hold when you don't. So you can, here's a good example. So you could, they're really, people always test it this way. They just, oh look, it doesn't fall out. So I think that's the universal tweezer testing thing. So it's a wonderful tool. It's like an extra pair of hands. It has silicone right here, so that if you're holding something and like heat embossing it, if you hold the silicone, the metal won't heat up and hurt you. So it is just a wonderful tool. So meanwhile, I have my, okay, so I have this, and I'm just tying a simple square knot, trying again to keep it fairly consistent, which I'm not doing a great job at, but I just did a square knot, and it's a little wider than I wanted, but I'm going to leave this tail on here for now. I'll clean it up later. And I wanted to cut about, I don't know, what is that, about a 7-inch strip, leave a 7-inch tail on the other side, because what I'm going to do now, and I'm doing this upside down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is attach the tassel to this tail of this string. If you were to just, if you just wanted, oh, I know, Amanda, don't you just love that? The tweezers are just wonderful. But if you just wanted to tie these together to make a long banner, and you don't need to work, you're not thinking of putting the tassels there, what you can do is, after you tie the knot here, you can tuck it into the hole. So you can kind of work it into, I don't know if you can see that, so where it goes into that hole, and you'll never see it. If you had some pretty ribbon or the correct color baker's twine, you trim off the tail of that string, it would all, huge popcorn garland. Oh, that's a great idea. You should use the tweezers and not your pokey tool when heat embossing. Oh yeah. Good point, good point. Anyway, so you can hide the knot, and it'll be a real clean little connection through. I'm going to use this tail, and basically now that I have, again, I've told the paper how I want it to roll, so it's kind of, I'm unrolling it now, but it already has kind of a memory of where it needs to go, okay? I'm going to add just a touch of adhesive on that edge here, and I did it fairly close. Just gonna let it dry right there. I think I'm actually down a little bit. Now, when you do this, it'll look much nicer if you're consistent across all of them. It'll just kind of, the finished piece will look nice and consistent. Like I said, this is a little wider than those, the loop here. And next, what I'm gonna do, I would let this dry a little bit better, but to save time, I'm just going to again grab the, can you see that? I'm grabbing the string and the tassel, and with this, and I'm just gonna, okay, let me do take two. I'm gonna grab the string and the tassel there, and start rolling it again. So now when I did this earlier, because I only had a couple of these orbs on it, I just turned the orbs around and around and took care of this. And you want the string to go down the center. So I'm gently rolling it, but when it starts getting too tangled, I could just flip everything around. It's not, my crafting is never rocket science. Let me put it that way. Okay. So, as I have everything still wrapped around it. So now when I get to the end, I'm going to put a dab of adhesive on the last piece, right there, so it holds. And I'm going to gently pinch. I don't know if you can see, I'm pinching and trying to pull out the tweezers. If you, ta-da! Okay, so what I also would suggest is putting a dab of adhesive inside where the twine is going through. And then what you could do later, once it's all dry, is to trim off the twine. I just did that on all of these. Oh, you could see the twine in the center there. Maybe you can see the twine in the center. So it's hidden, but you need a little bit of length so that you have something to tie it to. So that is, and then you could, oh, and you could trim off this little tail as well. So I'm gonna let that dry while I do. Okay, so I have this one done. I made several more that I didn't do the pinching part. So again, like I said, that it's such a satisfying part of this project. So thank you, take two. I'm going to go around and do this while I'm talking to you. Does anyone have any questions? Like I said, this was originally, the idea was that it was going to be a fun Christmas ornament idea, which is the main thing I thought of. But yes, the tassel is part of the orb set. It comes in this, so you can see it. Ta-da, there it is, and this is the rest of it. So what I did with the tassel, I also, when I made my little junk journal, I used the tassel to add a little tassel to the mini album. So it has a lot of uses. I hope everybody, when you're using my dies, think of it in terms of all the other things you can do with them, because that is actually the reason I'm having fun doing these Facebook Lives on Sundays, is that there are, as I smash this thing to pieces, is that there are so many things you can do with these dies, and I love sharing some inspiration as to what, you know, I envisioned when I designed them and created them. Oh, here's another clue. When you're making this, and you kind of turn it, and it looks, one of the sides looks square. You know you haven't punched in the half circles yet. So see how square that thing looks? You know that that's not done yet. So just to make sure you get everything. Oh, Margie, thank you so much. Wow. So, and again, you know, go ahead and ask any questions. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope the weather is okay where everybody is. We're having a heat wave here. I don't mind the heat. I hate the humidity. Oh my gosh. I am not, no humidity. Don't like that. So, anyway, so anybody have any questions? Let's see. Oh, I know, Jane. Don't worry, Jane. I remember your question or what you asked me for. Next week is the beginning of July, which means we have our new launch. Wait a minute. Wait, Will. Oh, thank you, Will. Oh, good, Robert. I'm glad you like the shims. Raining in June? Oh, you English people. Yes, I will do a teaser on, I will do a teaser on that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to set this aside because I'm going to do the teaser. Because that is coming out. Hold on. First, I want to close up my glue. I'm a stickler for closing up my glue because I love the fact when it always works perfectly. Yes, it is Christmas in July. So, only for you, I will share our Christmas in July. Okay, I just want to say, if I share it, all of it now, that means, what am I going to share with you guys next week? Okay, so, let me ask you, okay, we're going to take a vote right now. If you want to see all of a sneak peek of all the dies for Christmas in July, okay, wait. If everyone wants to see all of Christmas in July right now as a sneak peek, I'll do it. If you want to just see one and then see the rest next week, I'll do that if you want that. So, quick, someone answer me. All or one? All or one? Come on, someone. All or one? Any answer? Any answer? Any answer? Nothing? No. Okay, okay. I think that'll be better. So, this is my teaser. So one of the things, and this is Jane, you were asking. Oh, see Jane now, you're seeing. I'm going to show Jane the one she had asked me for something that would be good for masculine cards. And I told her, oh, wait. Oh, funny man. Okay, so I told Jane, and I should share with everybody here, and I'm teasing her when I'm so sorry, I don't mean to, but we are going to have a sale on select dies or select products starting tomorrow, Monday, for 1 week. It's our 4th of July sale. It'll be from the 28th, which is tomorrow, until the 5th of July. So it is a sale on select items, so just check that out. Okay, now, ta-da! So Jane, this is what I was talking about. It is a Box Pops holiday truck add-on. So it's for our Christmas in July. It is a little truck. The Box Pop is sold separately in the bottom part, but you can see this truck is like a vintage truck, and as a Box Pop, it folds flat like all our Box Pops, but it also, there's a tree on it, there's little presents, but what I did was that, Okay, I want to show the back. So the tree is part of this whole shape. Okay, so here's the die. Let me show you the die. So the tree is part of the truck shape, but if you cut straight across from the base of the tree, you now have a basic vintage pickup truck. And you can use it all year. You can add pumpkin dies, you can add flowers for spring, you can add, I don't know, whatever you want. But it's a cute little vintage truck, and I have to say, this, in my family, the guys love vehicles, cars, trucks, so I had to do wheels and fenders and, wheels, tires, and fenders. So all those pieces can be separate little pieces. The thing about these, about box pops, is that you can use them for so many things. You don't need to buy the base part. You can do, if you just want the truck and things to decorate with it, you can just buy this one die. If you, because we have so many, yes, a giant pumpkin, the great pumpkin. If you want to, we have a whole bunch of different box pop add-ons. If you want this interactive, flat card, you could buy the oval base, and then all of these pieces, can be used with it or separately. And the fun part is, I just love this truck so much, and I just saw so much opportunity, and I definitely wanted it to be something that you can just literally cut off the tree and keep going, make something with it. The reason I did add the tree is so that when you did take this piece, the tree itself, you have something to support it against. There are these tiny little shapes that are that fit into these holes that are the decorative pieces, so Christmas ornaments. Amanda, I see some light possibilities, some easy lights possibility. There is also this word holiday cheer that kind of looks like a kind of a Chevy kind of wording, I don't know. There are Christmas presents. You could fill up the back of the truck with Christmas presents. Now these come, they come as a smaller piece, but on the original box pop die, there is an armature that slides into these openings, and you can put the presents on there. You can also, if you want, put one of these slots, and I don't have it here in front of me, but you could put one of the slots in back, and you could put a tree back there too. Yeah. So it is just so many different things you can do with this. It was just kind of a fun idea, and it made my son really happy that I'm finally doing a vehicle. He wanted me to do a Honda Civic. I said, I don't think everybody wants that, but yes. So anyway, yes, lights would be perfect with that. If you're not familiar with Easy Lights from Pear Blossom Press, check it out. Amanda, if you want to put your link in here, if you want to put your link in here, Amanda, make sure so everyone, I'm sure everyone here knows Amanda and her Pear Blossom Press and her Easy Lights and how super they are. But go ahead and add your link in there too. So this is, I'm going to turn it around right now. Ta-da! So that is the first sneak peek. See, you have to tune in next week to see the rest of them. I did have them out, but they're off to the side. So, so this is the sneak peek for our July release, which is on obviously July 1st. Put a dog in there. That is the cutest idea. The other thing, and I think I talked about this and I moved it away, but you could even stick a, thank you, Amanda. You could even stick a gift card that pops out of this box pop card. So there's a lot of different things you can do with that. So again, I just want to share, oh, let me cut this off so I can show how this is ending up. Hold on, I'm going to switch the camera back so I can finish this off. I'm going to trim off the the twine that's in there and this twine, so it's tighter. And now you can see, let me move that and clean this up a little bit, but you can see how this is coming along. And you can see this could make a really great, like a long bunting. I love the idea of bunting, but I love the idea that, when can you order? You could start ordering on July 1st. Is that your question? Oh yeah, thank you, Jen. And let's see, what was I saying? Lost in my train of thought. But yeah, so July 1st, it'll be available to order. So check, when you go to our website, icrafter.com, you will see on July 1st, everything will be there. Really excited about the Christmas in July. I love that. But anyway, so you can see again how this would look if you, as you made the full bunting. I'm going to switch back. So doing a little Christmas, doing a little Americana, a little bit of ideas for buntings and stuff like that. Oh, well, you get a bit of a lag, Will, because, you know, you're way across the pond kind of thing. So, okay. Oh, yes, thank you, Amanda. The orb is available right now. It's the sneak peek of the Box Pop holiday truck that is not available till the 1st. So, and next week, next Sunday, I will show everything else. I don't know if I could do a sneak, no, I better not. I better wait. But I just, as I'm working on this for this bunting project, I was also working on the project for our website that is using our Christmas in July product. So you'll see that next week, and I'll share the actual project on our live broadcast. So I wanted, oh, cool. I'm just taking a quick look, everything. So if anyone has any questions, let me know right now. I totally appreciate everyone and joining me, and please come back next week so that I could share the rest of our Christmas in July, and just kind of, this has been so much fun. I love doing this. I thank everybody for joining in. It's so good to see you, Margie, here live. Mary, hi! Thank you for joining us. You guys are just the greatest. Yes, thank you, Jen. I have an amazing, Jen is on my design team. Will has done some guest designing. Amanda's on my team. Rachel's on my team. Oh, and I just want to say we have a wonderful team that do amazing projects, and I just want to say, Jen, that 3D butterfly wreath thingy that you did, amazing, absolutely amazing. So, okay, the other two dies. Okay, so let me, real quick, oh, thanks, Jane. Let me show you real quick what the other two pieces do. Let me grab it. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera down again. Okay, hold on. So these two pieces, I assume that's what you're talking about. What they do is, after you make the shape, if you want to add a different color, so you can see the solid silver here, that is these two, it creates two different pieces there. If you want to add a solid color, and you can see it as a silver piece, I don't know if you could tell, that's right here. And so you would add it, it's just as decorations, just additional embellishments if you want it. So they just add extra pieces to it. Okay, hold on. I see some conversations. I'm sorry. Yes, fill-in pieces or embellishment pieces. They're embellishment pieces. And oh, okay. So I just want to say, Jen, though your project was amazing, I just kept staring at it. People have been telling me about it. Did you see that? Yes, so it is amazing. So, okay. So thank you, everybody. And please tune in next week, and we'll have some more, another fun project, and you'll get to see all the new dies. Yes, those extra pieces, they're not just extras, they're embellishments. So picture if you did everything, if you did one of these orbs all in black, and then you have like a bright neon, pieces to highlight those crescent. I don't know if you would call them crescents. I guess they're crescents, but that whole thing, it would be just a stunning kind of idea of decorating these. They're not, the whole purpose of these little shapes is just to embellish, to add more color if you want. They don't really serve a function to hold anything together. They're just decoration. So just to let you guys know. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Watch for the July 1st launch, the release, and I will see you here next week. And again, also please check out Amanda's Pear Blossom Press, her Easy Lights, if you haven't played with that. Oh, yes, they can cover up the holes. Oh, okay, they do serve a purpose if you want to. That's perfect. Oh, okay. You're right, Jen. Jen always thinks outside the box. I love that. Anyway, thank you all. Have a great, well, for most of us, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll have a good program today. Yeah, later today. Anyway, thanks, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.